Yeah, yeah. But still, we have online students also. No? We cannot do that much hurry burry. Also, we can maintain moderate. June ending is most. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Anandana Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tera Vanachari Yamuna Tera Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram 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 Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Om Vishnupada Param Parivrajakacharya Ashtotter Satasri Srimata Pai Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki समस्त गौर भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshvabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you for today's Bhakti Vaibhava class. So we were discussing in the 5th canto, 11th chapter. Till 11th sloka we finished. So now we'll continue our discussion. We have heard about the story of mind. So few points we discussed in yesterday's class about the mind. So mind is the cause for the samsara, and mind is the cause for the liberation, moksha. For both, mind is only the cause. So what are the different vrittis? There are basically 11 vrittis of the mind, and those are multiplied into hundreds, thousands, and after that millions. So millions of vrittis are there, and through that mind is functioning, and it is accepting and rejecting the various things. And now you have to see. So what is the mind? Mind is we have seen. Then further we are going to discuss behind this mind there is soul. So what is that soul? That is being explained. Actually, he said that the all total thing is done by whom? By the mind only. Whatever samsara we are having, that is because of mind. Whatever Jivatma is getting samsara, and Jivatma is not the cause. It means whatever sukham dukkham are, so Raugana's statement is what? Sukham dukkham. These are all so affecting the Jivatma also. But what is the stand of the Jada Bharat? Sukham dukkham, they are limited to mind. But the soul is completely different from this mind. So that is the argument, that is a point Jada Bharata is saying. So that means now he is going to tell about the soul, because so to answer the completely Jada Bharata's question, Rahugana's question, so now we have to tell about the soul also. So Rahugana was thinking that like how the fire is in contact with the pot is in contact, that means pot, and in that pot what milk is there, in that milk rice is there. So finally, so through pot, milk is also in contact to the fire, that means milk is heated, and in that milk, so rice is there, and rice is also got heated. So similarly, so in this body, so body is getting pain, that pain is also is transferred to the mind behind the mind. So mind is connected with the soul. So that's why soul also gets the pain and pleasure. So this is the argument. So objection you can see raised from Rahugana. Okay. Now we have to answer that objection. We have to tell about what is soul, what is mind is till now it is explained till 11th sloka. Now we are going to see about soul. क्षेत्रज्ञयेता मनसो विभूति जीवस्य माया रचितस्य नित्याः आविर्हिताः क्वापि तिरोहिताश्च शुद्धो विचष्टे ह्यविशुद्धकर्तुः. Radha Govardhan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Text 12. The individual soul bereft of Krishna consciousness has many ideas and activities created in the mind by the external energy. They have been existing from time immemorial. Sometimes they are manifest in the awakening state and in the dream state, but during sleep, unconsciousness, or trance, they disappear. A person who is liberated in this life, Jivan Mukta, can see all these things vividly.
For these two slokas, 12 and 13, we are going to see from Kramasandarbha. Okay. Please explain. Five point, 11.12 and 13. Please explain in detail. 5.11.12 and 13 based upon Kramasandarbha. Okay. Marks. No, actually you do like this. Please write and explain. Please write 5.11.12 and 13. That means you should remember this sloka and write it. Okay. You should write this sloka also. 12 and 13. Verses also. Please write. So verse. Please write the verses 5.11.12 and 13 and explain those. Explain in detail those based upon Kramasandarbha. $15 marks. Okay. Chaitanya Jivani, you are writing? Huh? You will share all will share. मुझे क्वेश्चन बैंक चाहिए सिर्फ. अनम्यूट नहीं कर रहा है वो. अच्छा. Who are you writing then? Okay, Saranakant, you share with them. So now, what is said? What is the anvaya of this sloka? What is the verb in this? Verb. Vichaste. Vichaste is the verb. Okay. What is the meaning of vichaste? Huh? Sees. Sees. Vichaste sees. Who sees? Kshetragna sees. What he sees? This is the point. What he sees? He sees laddu. He sees gulab jamun. What he sees? What he sees? Kshetragna will see what? Kshetragna will see what he will see. Kshetragna will see kshetram. Gross and subtle body, no. There is only one thing is there. Subject, verb, object. Subject is kshetragna, verb is vichaste. And what is object? Kshetragna sa what? Vibhutihi. Vibhutihi is the object. Vibhutihi means Vrittis. Whose vrittis? Manasaha. Manasaha jivasya maya rachitasya avishuddha kartuhu. Kshetragnah. कैसा? Kshetragnah vichaste. Sees. Subject is verb. What he sees? Object. So what is that object? Vibhutihi. This is the object. So whose vibhuti is? Manasaha. Already we studied na. Vibhutis means vrittis. Vrittis means functions. Functions of whom? Mind. So this, what are the different visheshnas for this? So visheshnas, adjectives. Adjectives for mind is, what are those? Jivasya. First one is what? Jivasya. Next, Maya rachitasya. Next, Avishuddha kartuhu. Next, what else? Yeah. And this Kshetrajna is how? What is the Visheshna for this? Shuddha. Shuddha. Because it is the basic beginning, it's the beginning Vishayavakyam for Paramatma Sandarbha. Very important slokas, these two. Okay, Shuddha Kshetrajnaha, which is sa. What is sa? Vibhutis, functions of mind, which is also Jiva. Mind is known as here Jiva. That is Maya Rachitasya. This mind is made by what? Maya. And this mind is Avishuddha. Avishuddha Karta. Avishuddha. Okay. These vrittis, it is also having the, so vibhutis belongs to mind. Okay. It is also having the adjectives. Adjectives. What are those? What are the adjectives for this? These vibhutis are Kvachit avirhitaha. Kvachit avirhitaha. That means Kvachit nahi, Kwapi. Sorry. Kwapi. Kwapi means Kvachit. Kwapi avirhitaha. Tirohitaha. Tirohitaha. That means sometimes they are manifesting and sometimes they are unmanifesting. These vibhutis. These vibhutis means vrittis, belongs to mind. That mind is nothing but Jiva, is made up of Maya, and it is Avishuddha. That means this mind is Avishuddha, but this Kshetrajna Atma is Shuddha. So Rahugana's point is, so he is thinking that this Kshetrajna, he is also got affected by this vrittis, but there is no effect. Here itself, here clarifying. Here he is clarifying. So what we have to learn from here? So from the commentary, so that we have to see. This is the basic Anvaya. So Yaha Shuddha api Maya rachitasya vakshmana sarva kshetragnasya Maya kalpitasya मनसः अंतःकरणस्य एताः प्रसिद्धाः विभूतिः वृत्तिः विचष्टे विशेषेण पश्यति. विचष्टे means विशेषेण पश्यति. विशेषेण पश्यति means विशेषेण पश्यति, sees in special way. विशेषेण पश्यति, पश्यन् तत्र आविष्टः भवेत्. This Jivatma is just seeing. These vrittis are also is doing something. It is not just seeing, but it is also entering into those. Entering into those vrittis. There's a problem actually. If it is simply seeing, okay. But it is not simply seeing, but also it is like cricket match. You are watching just without any attachment. Then you will not get any pain or pleasure. But if you have, so that means some kind of attachment, that means you are thinking that I am belong to this side, I am belong to that side. If that kind of side if you take, then what will happen? You will get pain and pleasure. So, but this Atma is completely pure. It doesn't have any business. It don't have any, so it doesn't have any business to, so with these kind of vrittis. But still what it is doing, it is seeing, and after that entering into those vrittis. It is entering into those vrittis. That is the problem. It should not enter, but it is entering. So, Atma. Kshetra means Atma. Atma. Jivatma. Pure soul. Sah kalu aso jivanama. So who is making this mind? This mind is made by Maya. That means this Maya. This Maya belongs to another Kshetrajna. Belongs to another Kshetrajna. Who is another Kshetrajna? Super soul. It is belong to that. Okay. So सह खलु असो जीवनाम स्वशरीर द्वयलक्षण क्षेत्रस्य ज्ञातृत्वात्. Here jiva means what? Mind. So jiva is adjective for the mind is jiva. That means mind is also known as jiva. Why mind is known as jiva? Jiva means, what do you mean definition of the jiva? Jiva means subtle and gross body. What is this then? This is Jivatma and this is Jiva. Subtle and gross bodies are known as Jiva. That means Jiva is also known as, what is another name of Jiva? Kshetram. Jiva's another name is Kshetram. Yes, these two bodies are nothing but Kshetram. And he knows, this person knows, this Atma knows this Kshetram, that's why he is known as Kshetragraha, the knower of Kshetram. He has the facility of knowing all this, but he should not enter into those vrittis, but he is doing that. Why he is entering then? Why जीवोपादितया जीवतादात्म्येन रचितस्य ततस्य तत्तयोपचर्यमाणस्य इत्यर्थः. So why here mind is known as Jiva? Why? Actually, Jivatma is Atma. But why here mind is also known as, or otherwise the subtle and gross bodies are known as Jiva. Why? Because this is Atma. This is Atma. And this subtle and gross, I will use another ink. This subtle and gross, these two bodies are acting as Upadhi. Upadhi for this Atma. So that's why these two subtle and gross bodies are known as Jiva. It is Jiva, Atma, and it is Jiva. Why Jiva is known as Jiva? Because it is becoming Upadhi for Atma. Jiva Tadatmyena. So since being Upadhi for this Atma, it is known as Jiva. Jivatma, it is known as Jiva. Tatascha कीदृशस्य अविशुद्धं भगवद् विमुखं बहिर्मुखं कर्म करोति. So this Jiva, that's mind, what kind of karma it does? Bhagavad Vimukam. Vimukam karma. This, that means we said na, mind is only the doer. Mind is a doer of, so this samsara. Because what kind of avishuddha kartuhu is said? This mind is said as avishuddha kartuhu, means this karta. Mind is karta. Kartuhu means sasti. So mind is karta. Avishuddha karta. Who is avishuddha karta? Mind. Mind is avishuddha karta. Why? Because it does. Mind is known as avishuddha karta because mind does Bhagavad Vimukha karyam. Which is against to Lord. That kind of karma it is doing. That's why we are saying it is avishuddha karta. So if that mind does the work which is in favor to the Lord, then it is not avishuddha karta. It is shuddha. These vibhutis, sometimes they manifest and sometimes they unmanifest. So when they will manifest, that is being said here. Kidrishasya avishuddham. So kidrish vibhutihi nityaha anaditaha eva anugataha. So these vibhutis, these functions, that means vrittis, that means functions of the mind. These are coming from when? from the beginningless. So they are all there from the beginningless, these vibhutis. So they are manifesting and manifesting. When they are manifesting, avirhitaha means manifesting. When they are manifesting in the time of so awakening stage and dreaming stage, awakening state and dreaming state. Awakening state and dreaming state, they manifesting. That means this is laddu, I like rasgulla, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like karola, I don't like the name. So this, when it happens, these are the vrittis in the awakening state and in the so dreaming state. And when they are tirohitaha, that means unmanifesting, these vrittis in the deep sleep state, shushupti. Tirohitaha. So tatra kada kidrushi ityapekshayam. Okay, next purport. So as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, kshetragnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. There are two kinds of kshetragna, or living beings. One is the individual living being, another is the supreme living being. The ordinary living being knows about his body to some extent, but the supreme Paramatma knows the condition of all bodies. So one is the kshetragna, another is sarva kshetragna. So the individual living being is localized and supreme is, yeah. And here Prabhupada is writing commentary based upon the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. This ordinary living being is two kinds. Once again, this living being, ordinary living being, that's not Paramatma, it's Jivatma, is two types. That is Nitya Baddha and Nitya Mukta. Like this, it is two types. One is eternally conditioned, another is eternally liberated. So we are discussing about the what kind of Jivatma this is. Nitya Baddha, Baddha Jivatma. So the eternally liberated living beings are in Vaikunta Jagat, spiritual world. So Nitya Baddhas can be liberated by controlling the mind, because the cause of conditioned life is mind. When the mind is trained and the soul is not under the mind's control, the soul can be liberated. So that means if mind is guiding you, then what will happen? You are so you'll in the difficulties. And if you are controlling your mind, if mind is hearing you, so then you are liberated. When it is liberated, one is called Jivan Mukta. A Jivan Mukta knows how he has become conditioned. Therefore, he tries to purify himself and return home back to Godhead. Okay. Next point is, therefore, even in the material world, they engage in Krishna service, as confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami, Iha Yasya Harir Dasya. If one takes Krishna service, he is liberated, even though he appears to be conditioned soul within the material world. Jivan Mukta Sa Uchchite. In any condition, one is to be considered liberated if his only business is to serve Krishna. So that means when you engage this mind, so in the service of the Lord, then it will become the so Vishuddha Kartuhu. So then one will be liberated. That is the conclusion actually. It's written by the Vishwanath also. Next 13 and 14. Kshetragna Atma Purusha Purana Saksha Swayam Jyotiraja Pareshaha Narayano Bhagavan Vasudevaha Swamayayatmanyavadhiyamanaha Yatha Nila Stavara Jangamanam Atma Swarupena Nivishta Ishet Evam Paro Bhagavan Vasudevaha क्षेत्रज्ञ आत्मेदमनुप्रविष्टः. Vipin Purandar bro.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam.
Pranam bro.
There are two kinds of Kshetrajna, the living entity as explained above, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is explained as follows. He is the all-pervading cause of creation. He is full in himself and is not dependent on others. He is perceived by hearing and direct perception. He is self-effulgent and does not experience birth, death, old age, or disease. He is the control of all demigods, beginning with Lord Brahma. He is called Narayana, and he is the shelter of living entities after the annihilation of this material world. He is full of all opulences, and he is the resting place of everything material. He is therefore known as Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By his own potency, he is present within the hearts of all living entities, just as the air or vital force is within the bodies of all beings, moving and non-moving. In this way, he controls the body. In his partial feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead enters all bodies and controls them.
Okay. Now we are going to see here Kshetrajna Atma Purushah Puranah Saksha Swayam Jyoti Ajaha Pareshah Narayana Bhagavan Vasudeva Swamaya Atmani Avadhiya Manaha. So you can see the differences between that Kshetrajna and this Kshetrajna. That means in Jivatma Kshetrajna and Ishwar Kshetrajna. So what is the difference you can see here? Yahatu Puranaha Purushaha. So Puranaha Purushaha means Adyovataraha Purushaha. So Parasya Ityadina Ditya Skandado. In this sloka there is no big anvay. Actually he is saying that Kshetrajnaha Atma Purusha Purana Saksha Swayam Jyotir Ajaha Paresha Narayana Bhagavan Vasudeva Swatmaya Atman Avadiyamana. These are all just Visheshnas only. Second Kshetrajna we are discussing. Paramatma is what? Puranaha Purushaha. What it mean? That means Puranaha Purusha means Adyaha Purushaha. What it mean? Who is Adyaha Purushaha? In the second canto we studied. In the 6th chapter, creation. Remember? Who is Adyaha Purushaha? Adyovatara Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibihi. That is, who is that Adya Purusha? Mahavishnu. How many Purushas are there? 3 Purushas are there. So Mahavishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So here Puranaha Purusha means what you should take? Whom you should take here? Mahavishnu. That means this Purusha. Paramatma is in 3 levels. Yeah. You can see Paramatma in 3 levels. One controls that means Mahavishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So he controls all are controlling Maya, but he is glancing on Prakriti, and he is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu controls universe, Brahmanda, and every living entity. They are distributing the powers, controlling powers, they are distributing among themselves. Like Sarpanch, Chief Minister, and Prime Minister. On central somewhere, and some on individual blocks, and also on each entity. So like this. Puranaha Purushaha. Okay. He is Puranaha Purushaha. So next. Purusha Parasya Ityadina Diti Skandagado Prasiddha Sakshat Evam Swayam Jyotihi. What is that next is said? Swayam Jyotihi. Next point is Swayam Jyotihi. What is the meaning of Swayam Jyotihi? That means self-illuminating. What is the meaning of Swayam Jyotihi? He is self-illuminating. What it means? Swayam Jyoti means Swaprakashaha. Adhya Purusha. This is the meaning actually. So Swaprakasha means what? Self-illuminating. What is the meaning of self-illumination? Like in a dark room, if you keep a lamp is in nearby that there is a one stick is there. So in the dark room, by this light, lamp is illuminating stick, and also lamp is illuminating itself. Yes or no? Lamp is showing itself or not? Lamp also is showing stick. So that's a lamp is self-illuminating object. Lamp is Swaprakashaha or Swayam Prakasha. Stick is Paraprakashaha. Paraprakashaha, not Prakashaha. It means it is illuminated by others, and it is Swaprakashaha. It means which illuminates himself, and also Paraprakashaha. Lamp is Swaprakashaha and Paraprakashaha, and stick is Prakashyaha. Prakashakaha, Prakashyaha. What is the difference? Prakashakaha means illuminator, and Prakashyaha illuminated, being illuminated. Okay, that is the meaning. So that's why here this Kshetragna Paramatma is what? Swayam Jyotihi. That means Swaprakash. He doesn't need any other one. What it means? So to know this marker, so we need the Chetana, so which is coming from the soul. Otherwise, this object is not known by anyone. That means this marker it knows by himself. I am marker. It knows? No. Because there is no Chetana. Chaitanyam is not there. So that's why this object is known by Jivatma. Jivatma is illuminating other objects and also is illuminating itself. But Jivatma cannot illuminate Paramatma. Paramatma illuminates everyone. Okay. Can you see with the lamp, sun? Take the lamp and can you see the lamp? And in the light of the lamp, can you see the sun? But in the light of the lamp, you can see the stick or otherwise marker or these things. But in the light of the lamp, you cannot see the Paramatma. So that is a difference. Swayam Jyoti. Natu Jivavad Anyapekshaya Ajaha. Jivatma also you cannot say Swayam Jyotihi, Swayam Prakasha. Jivatma's whatever the Shakti is there in Jivatma, if you see it is Jivatma, and this is illuminating other objects like marker and like the stick, so and so. But whatever Chetanam is there, it is also belongs to whom? Lord Paramatma. So that's why Paramatma is only, in reality, Paramatma is only the one person who is Swaprakasha or Swayam Jyotihi. Even Jivatma also you cannot say it is Swaprakasha, because it is being the energy of the Lord. So it is also illuminated by someone. And anyway, these other objects, they cannot become Swaprakasha. But in the spiritual world, all the objects also having the Chetana. Like the tree in that spiritual world, not only tree and whatever that means. So Mridanga is there, and also instruments are there. They are all Chetana. That means full of Chetana, and they are also Prakasha. Because Lord's Swarupa Shakti is entering into everyone. They are manifested out of Swarupa Shakti. That's why. Next, Ajaha. He is Ajaha. Ajaha. What it means? Janmadi Shunyaha. He doesn't have any birth, death, other things. Janmadi Shunyaha. No birth and so and so. Death. This all 6 changes are not there. Janmadi. Next, what is that? Pareshaha. Pareshaha means he is the what? He is master for Brahm all. Master for all demigods. Like Brahma and so and so. Next what? Narayanaha. What is Narayanaha? Naram Ayanam Yasya Saha. That means what is that Narayana? Naram Ayanam Yasya Saha. That means for whom Nara means what? Jiva Samuham. Jiva Samuham. That means for whom, otherwise, the controller of all jivas. I am not going with the literal meaning. That means literal meaning means you should write like for whom. Otherwise, you can write for whom living entities are shelter being controlled. That means these living entities being controlled by him are becoming shelter. Niyamyatvena, that word is there. If you see, there what? So Naram Jiva Samuhaha Saha Niyamyatvena Ayanam. Here jivas are being controlled by Lord, so they are becoming the shelter for the Lord. That means, see, Paramatma means what? Paramatma means is the controller of the jiva.而jiva ही नहीं रहते तो कहाँ से Paramatma होगा? In that way, you should understand in that sense. So how? So that designation will not be there. If students are not there, is there any point of teacher? Is there any point of any? That means, is there any sense of teacher? No. Of course, I know the subject, but if students are not there, can I be called as a teacher? No, na. If you all packed everything and you went off, and I am alone. So at that time, can be called as a teacher? Can I be called as a teacher? No, no. I cannot be called because I am not doing the teaching activity. So Paramatma means what? Controller. And if jivas are not there, then where is the controlling? And why you call him as Paramatma? So in that way, he is having shelter in the jivas. That you should understand. नियाम्यत्वेन और नहीं तो और एक समझिए मत, हम लोग इसे डेमोक्रेसी में बनाया जो चीफ मिनिस्टर वैसा नहीं. We are all selected and we made him as a leader. It's not like that in that sense. Okay. Where you should write like this, where living entities are controlled by him, like this. Okay. Next what? Narayana, Govinda. Next, Bhagavan. What is Bhagavan? Bhaga means మంట కాదు. భగ మండుతుంది. భగ means ఐశ్వర్యస్య సమగ్రస్య వీర్యస్య యశస్యోః జ్ఞాన వైరాగ్యశ్చాపి షణ్ణాం భగ ఇతి ఇంగన. Aishwaryadyamshavan. That means Bhagavan means who has the portion of Bhaga. Bhaga means Aishwaryadi. Aishwarya and so on. Aishwarya and so on. Bhaga. Okay. Next. What is next? Bhagavan is over. Vasudevaha. What is the meaning of Vasudeva? Swamaya. That means this Paramatma is what? Paramatma is not full actually. That means full Bhagavan. Who is full Bhagavan? Krishna is only the full Bhagavan. Which Krishna? Yashoda Krishna. He is only the Bhagavan. All are having the portions because all the mellows in full extent will be manifesting in him only. That's why he is only the full. So others are having portions, only portions. So that's why. So here Paramatma, we are discussing about the Paramatma. Okay. So that's why he is. So here he is Bhaga Amshavan. Bhagavad Amshavan. That means he is having the portion of the Aishwarya. Aishwarya Dyamshavan. Bhagavad Amshatvat. Swamayaya Swarupa Saktya Atmani Swarupe Avadhiyamanaha. Next what? Vasudeva is being told next actually. Vasudeva come later. So next point is Swamayaya. So Atman Nyavadhiyamanaha. Swamaya Atmani Avadhiyamanaha. What it means? What is the meaning of this? Atmani Avadhiyamanaha means, so he is situated in himself by using his own Maya. He is situated in his Swarupa. In his Swarupa by his own potency. Potency means Swarupa Sakti. That means he is situated in his own potency by his Swarupa Sakti. That means he is not affected by some external Maya. So that's why, what is the difference between that Kshetragna and this Kshetragna? So this Kshetragna is not affected by the Maya, but that Kshetragna is affected by Maya. That's Arjuna is also saying, first canto 7th chapter. So Kaivalya Atmani. So yeah. Chitshiktya Kaivalyatmani. Mayam vidhusya Kaivalya Chitshikyatmani. Yeah, that is also. Okay, so that means natu tat samsaktah ityartha. Vasudevatvena sarvakshetragnatvat saha aparah kshetragnah atma paramatma iti. So next is what? Vasudevaha. He is what? Vasudevaha. Vasudevaha means what? Knower of all kshetras. All kshetras. Vasu means Parvesu. Knower of all kshetras. Sarvakshetreshu. Sarvakshetra. Sarvakshetragnatvam. That means he is knower of all kshetras. Sa aparaha. So that's why he is different from this Paramatma is different from that Jivatma. So next what? So tadevam evam api mukyam kshetragnatvam paramatmanyeva. So that's why ultimately kshetragnatvam is in whom? That means Jivatma is also kshetragna, Paramatma is also kshetragna. So but main kshetragnatvam, that means knowingness. So knowingness of the kshetra is mainly is with whom? It is with the Jivatma or the Paramatma? It is with the Paramatma. So not with the Jivatma. Because he is knowing all the kshetras, but Jivatma is knowing only one. So that's why in the Bhagavad Gita what is said? Sarvan Puman Veda Gunamsha Tasgno na Veda. Sorry. So so this is from the Bhagavad actually. Prove that 2 marks. Prove that Sarvakshetragnam is main kshetragnatvam is with the Paramatma. Prove that main kshetragnatvam in bracket. So unknowingness of kshetra, close the bracket, so is with Paramatma. Bracket close karke is with Paramatma. Main kshetragnatvam in bracket you should write knowingness of kshetra, bracket close it, is with Paramatma. Okay, so you have to prove. So then you should quote this sloka. What is that number, bro? Bhagavata 6:9 6:4:25. So what it is saying? It is saying that Sarvam Puman Veda Gunam Shatasgno Na Veda Sarvagnam Anantam Ide. So what is the sloka? 6. I will open full sloka then. Deha savoksha manavo bhutamatram atmanamanyam cha viduh param yat sarvam puman veda gunam shatasgno न वेद सर्वज्ञमनन्तमीडे देहः असवः अक्षः मनवः. So आत्मानम् अन्यं च विदुः परं यत्. That means, you see, what are there? What is the meaning of this sloka? So body is there, body, life air, mind and senses, mind, these are all there. These will not know anyone. Body will know the life air will know body. Is it possible? No. So body, life air, senses, mind, these will not know anyone. They will not know each other. They will not know. But who knows? Sarvam, that means Jivatma. Jivatma knows the mind, Jivatma knows senses, Jivatma knows life air, Jivatma knows body. But Jivatma doesn't know Paramatma. This is Paramatma. But he knows all this. But he doesn't know Paramatma. But Paramatma knows Sarva Kshetragna. That means he knows this of everyone. So that's why, that means knowingness in full extent is with whom? Is with the Paramatma. Knowingness is not full extent with the Jivatma. So like, that means only portion he is having. So that's why main knowingness is with the Paramatma. Like that you should explain. Yes, of course. Everything. Next. तथा श्री गीतोपनिषत्सु इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद् यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञम् इति तद्विदः क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत क्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत् तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम इति अत्र खलु क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि. So sarveshu api kshetreshu mam cha kshetrajnam vidhi natu jivam iva swaswa kshetra eva ityeva artham vadati. So you should write this also in that. That means not all this. So based upon the Bhagavad Gita, so by the teachings of the Krishna also we are understanding that. So Paramatma is only the knower of all the kshetras. Here in this Bhagavatam sloka is saying that Jivatma is knowing these all, but Jivatma is not knowing the Paramatma. But you should also say that Paramatma is knowing everything. For that, what you need? You need to have the Bhagavad Gita sloka. You're understanding? Bhagavad Gita sloka we need. Yeah, Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. Okay, so Sarva Kshetreshu Mamsa Kshetragnam Vidhi Natu Jivamiva. So we have seen so many differences between the Jivatma and Paramatma here. Nacha Jiva Ishayoho Samanadikaranyena Nirvishesha Vastueva Gneyataya Nirdishati Sarva Kshetreshu Ityasya Vayardhyapattehe. Now he has some commentary on the Bhagavad Gita actually. On the Bhagavad Gita slokas. Okay, this is also very important. So what Purvapakshi is saying? Purvapakshi is saying that the commonality between the, so both Kshetragnas is nothing but what? Is nothing but the, so Nirguna Nirvishetra Chinmatra Satta. So that is only the object of the knower, not the other things. निर्विशेष चिद्वस्तु एव ज्ञेयतया. थोड़ा सा भी दिमाग यूज करना है आप लोग. So what is that? Nacha jiva ishayoho samanadikaranyena nirvishesha chidvastu eva gneyataya nirjishati. Sarva kshetreshu ityasya vayardhyapattehe. रिस्क करे नहीं तो छोड़ दे. समझा पाऊंगा या नहीं? समझा तो अच्छा है, लेकिन क्या करें? समझाऊं छोड़ दूं? ये तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. असली वाला तो बच्चा है एक्चुअली. ये तो क्या है? ये तो बच्चों का है. You know Tattvamasi? Tat? Wait. Tattvamasi. Objectional, I'm making you to understand. Tat is this. That means that. Tat is here. That. Tvam means you. This. Tattvamasi means what you should take. So the common thing between this and you. What is that? Shuddha Chetanam. Samanadikaranya means you should take the common thing. Samanadikaranyam. That means the common thing between this and this is nothing but what? Chinmatra Satta. Chinmatra Satta. That means Nirvishesha Chidvastu. Nirvishesha Chidvastu. Remove all the Visheshnas and whatever is the common thing is there, that. Nirvishesha Chidvastu. Example. This is Devadatta. 5 years back. 5 years back Devadatta. And now Devadatta. Is this now? So his head is increased, his body is increased, legs size also increased. At that time Devadatta's age is 7 years old. And now how many years? Huh? After 5 years, how many? Why? 15. 12 years old Devadatta. So these both Devadattas look similar? No. But will you recognize or not? Huh? You'll recognize. But that 5 years back, whatever head you have saw, that is not there. Whatever legs you saw, those were not there. Hands were not there. So nose is not there. Everything changed or not? Like that only it is there? No. But still you say, hey, Devadatta, how are you? Say or not? Totally changed, but still you are recognizing. On what basis you are recognizing? Because there is common. So similarly, Tat Tvam. Tat is the take 5 years back Devadatta. Tvam is the now Devadatta. And you have to use your Brahma Gnanam, that means knowledge, to see the oneness. This is the Brahma Gnanam. Okay? He is a Brahmavadi. It's a philosophy, this one. No. Okay. How that means Tattvamasi, how to see commonality. This is a practical example. Is clear? So that means Samanadikaranyena nirvishesha chidvastu matrameva gneyam. What is saying? That Purvapakshi is saying, when Krishna said, what is Krishna is saying? Krishna is saying that there is a Jivatma and there is a Paramatma. So what he is saying, Jivatma is the knower of only Kshetra and Paramatma is the knower of all Kshetras. He is saying. But Mayavadis, what kind of objection they are putting here? So one should know, according to them, they don't want to accept the two. They don't want to accept the Jivatma and Paramatma. So what objection they are putting? They are saying that Jivatma and Paramatma are one only, they want to say. So that's why what point they are bringing. So take the common thing. Actually, Nirvishesha Chidmatra Vastu is only the noble thing here, not the Ishvara and Jiva. Understanding? So defeat the Mayavadi philosophy. Write the question. Huh? Defeat Mayavada philosophy. Defeat the Mayavadi philosophy. Refute the or refute the Mayavadi philosophy. So idam shariram kaunteya. So by Mayavadi philosophy, by using idam shariram kaunteya. Idam shariram kaunteya. That is from where? It is from the 13.3 Bhagavad Gita 13.3. Okay. What I want to say here, just for your अपना बुद्धि का काम का कुछ अभी एंगेज करेंगे आपका इंटेलिजेंस को. मार्क्स पहले बोलने दो, इसके बाद देखते हैं. पहले एक्सप्लेन करने दीजिए, then I will tell marks. So what Krishna is saying, देखो बाबू Arjun, so here Jivatma is there and he is the knower of body, his own body, and he said that, or there is one more Kshetragna is there and he is the knower of all bodies. So, but what is the Mayavadi philosophy? Are they ready to accept both Jivatma and Paramatma individually? No. So then how they are interpreting this? How they are interpreting? They don't want to accept this. But that means according to Krishna's direct statement, we should understand that we should know ourselves, and also we should also know the Ishvara, who is the controller of all the, or who is the knower of all the bodies. So that is a Siddha. That means directly visible philosophy. But what they are saying, according to them, they don't have any two. They have only one. That is what? Brahman. There is only one. That is Brahman. So according to them, the noble object is only one. But here, if you see the teachings of the Krishna, he is saying noble objects are two. One should know himself. That means Jivatma, and also one should know Paramatma, Ishvara. So how to twist then? They have to twist it. Otherwise, if they accept this, then the whole philosophy is gone. उनका philosophy gutter में जाएगा. So है ना? तो इसीलिए that's why they cannot accept. That means noble objects are two. That's why what they are saying as a Purupakshi. So opponent, that means Mayavada philosopher is opponent here. Who is that? Mayavada philosopher opponent. And they are saying that. So what they are saying that? So there is a common, there is a common thing in both Kshetragnas. Both Kshetragnas. That is, what is that? That is nothing but that is nothing but Nirvishesha Chidvastu. That means what? They are thinking that, so this Brahman only is there. So that is reflecting on the Maya. So, and one is reflecting on the total Maya, and another is reflection of, another nothing but the reflection on some small portion, Antakarana. This is Brahman is reflecting on Antakarana, is known as Jivatma. Brahman is reflecting on, so total Maya, this is known as Ishvara. But what actually is Brahman only. That means what? They are seeing that the common thing actually. So this is original one, and for this, so some limited energies are given. So that is known as Jivatma, and this is another one. So that same thing, this one only, and it is given with the more powers. Then it is known as Ishvara. But actually this also, these powers and these powers are illusory. Ultimately, what is there? Brahman only is there. You're understanding? Ultimately, Brahman only is there. So that's why they are saying there is a common thing in both Kshetragnas, that is nothing but, so Nirvishesha Chidvastu. This is their argument. Now refutation. Refute it. How to refute? What Jiva Goswami is saying here to refute this? He's saying that if there is only common thing, is only the knowable thing, not the, that means two different objects, so then Krishna couldn't have said that Sarva Kshetragna. What is the need? That's useless then. That word is useless. If common thing is only knowable, is the thing should be known, then there is no need to tell the Sarva Kshetreshu ityasya vayardhyapattehe. That means noble thing is, that means ultimately Krishna wants to make Arjuna to know only the Brahman. He couldn't have said there is one Kshetragna and there is another Kshetragna and who knows everything. This kind of differentiation he couldn't have said. He couldn't have said this. So that means saying of, that means this another Paramatma is knower of everything. So saying of this is becoming now useless. Useless. Next, this is one point actually. You should remember this point. How it is refuted? That means if Nirvishesha Chidvastu is only the knowable, then Krishna couldn't have said that. So that means Sarva Kshetreshu. That means Paramatma is the knower of all the Kshetras. So Krishna is saying this word means it is having significance, and that is that word is having this significance, and that is not just a temporary feature, and that should be known by us, and that should be identified as a Paramatma, and which is different from the Jivatma. That fact we should learn from that teaching. If you don't want to learn this teaching, that means you are saying that Krishna is speaking uselessly. This is the point. If you don't want to learn this, if you don't want to accept this difference, that means Krishna is speaking, whatever he is speaking is becoming useless. Okay? Argument is, refutation is clear. If refutation, how it should go? If Nirvishesha Chidmatra Chidvastu, Chidmatra or Chinmatra Vastu is only the knowable. Vastu is only knowable. Then the words. Then the words of Krishna, like I am the knower of all kshetras. will be useless. Next, gneyam yattat pravakshami ityadau sarvatah panipadam tad ityadina savisheshatvasyev nirdishtatvat. Gneyam yattat pravakshami. Prabhu, sloka number. So, one more point. If nirvishesh vastu is only the noble, not the the savishesha Brahman, then why Krishna says in 13 point? This is over, huh? No. One more point. We are giving the one more refutation for this objection. One more refutation we are giving. What is that refutation? One more refutation. So that is in 13 point, Prabhu. 13. Gneyam yattat pravakshami. What is full sloka, Prabhu? That means yat pani padam is there. Yeah. So in 13.13 and 14, so he says noble object is having hands and legs. So Krishna says noble object is having hands and legs and so on. So hands, legs, and so on. So that means nirvishesh chidmatra vastu is not the noble. Is established. Next. You should learn. Actually, this is the way when you speak class on Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita slokas, how to make out the points to support our philosophy. So that is the thing. Just amanitvam ityadina jnanasya cha, so tatha upadishtatvat. What is this actually? This is 8-2. Yeah. So acha, this knowledge, whatever he explained, so is also useful to know the noble object, this object which is having the hands and legs. So that is the point. Amanitvam, by the words amanitvam, so he explained about the gnana. So that gnana is also explained. So that gnana, what is the object for that gnana? Okay, I should go like this. So what is the 13 point? Amanitvam. 13.8 to 12. So in 13.8 to 12, Krishna so explained gnana. Gnana sadhanas. Gnana sadhanas. To know the object which is having form. Okay. That is the understanding. The 13th chapter whole is discussed by Jiva Goswami here. That's whole. Now the samasya is not the Mayavad actually. Now samasya is other vada actually. Now only we need swords. Cut. These arguments will not work. Only cutting. Who are against to us? What do you say? You didn't understand. Both of them. Only cuttings are good. Oh, Gnana sadhanas will not function in this. Now only should take swords and cut. This is best. To know the object which is having form. So in Krishna explained Jnana sadhanas. What is the use of Jnana sadhanas? To know the object. What is that? Which is having form. Maybe my English can be editable. You can edit and write. No problem. Yes. Kincha. So kshetragnam chapi ityatra. So tattvamasi itivat samanadikaranyena tad nirvishesha gnanena vivakshite kshetragna ishvarayoh gnane vivakshite kshetragna ishvarayoh gnanam ityanudyate natu kshetragnayor gnanam iti. One more point. If that means nirvishesh chidvastu only should be the noble, then what Krishna has to say? Krishna has to say to know about, that means tat and tvam. That means this kshetragna and that kshetragna. There is no need of knowing about kshetram. But he said what? He said kshetragnayor. That means instead of saying the kshetragnayor, but he said kshetragnayor. It means that, so whatever the understanding the Mayavadis are having, that is not correct. What is Mayavadis funda? Mayavadis are saying to you, this is Jivatma, that is Ishvara, that means your Vishnu, whatever. So these both are actually reflections of the Brahman only, and you you take out that place where they are reflecting the Maya. So if you take it out, it means this is Maya. This box is Maya. And if you take out the Maya, then this reflection gone, then who is remaining? Only Brahman. So actually you have to know only Brahman, not the Ishvara and Jiva. So this is their point. That means if this is the case, so that means according to them, what are the objects should be focused? Tat is a focused object, Tvam is the focused object. This is Ishvara. Yeah. Kshetragnayor gnane vivakshite. According to Mayavada philosophy, to get nirvishesha gnanam, to get nirvishesha gnanam, the required knowledge should be about two kshetragnas. According to Mayavadi philosophy, to get nirvishesha. According to Mayavadi philosophy, make the comma, to get nirvishesha gnanam, the required knowledge to get the nirvishesha gnanam. So one should know, actually. One should know should know about two kshetragnas. There is no need of knowing kshetram. There is no need of knowing kshetram. Okay? But Krishna told to know about kshetram and kshetragna. So it proves that the intention of Mayavadi, no, intention of Krishna, intention of Krishna's speech, is not in line with the philosophy of Mayavadis. Why he is saying to know about Kshetram and Kshetragna, that we have to see. Then we have to explain his intention. Krishna is saying to know Kshetram and Kshetragna. According to Mayavadi philosophy, to get the Brahma Gnanam, you need what? Nirvishesh Chidmadharvastu. You need to know about only Shu Kshetragnas. But Tat and Tvam, that's all. You don't need to know about the Kshetram. So, but Krishna is saying to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna means, so whatever the intention you are Krishna is having, that is not in line with the philosophy of the Mayavadi. It is clear, okay? So now, why Krishna is saying to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna? That you have to explain. Then Mayavadi will also ask, na? So then why he is explaining? Why he is asking to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna? Tell me. Here Kshetram, Kshetragna means what? Kshetram means body, and Kshetragna means so Jivatma. Where? Where? Where, bro? No. Kshetra, Divachana. Kshetram, Kshetragna. It's not that Kshetram out and Kshetragnayo. Then you should say Kshetrasya, Kshetragnayo, it will become. Yeah. Vipin Purandar, bro.
If I'm clear, they have been provided two refutation statements from our side. Mayavada is saying that the Lord is there and we are also there. And when the curtain of Maya is removed, both are one. So Brahman remains. But the refutation are given here is that first refutation is says that the Jivatma has to practice this knowledge, where Lord does not have to practice this knowledge. So it is clear here that the Lord is Lord and the Jivatma is Jivatma. And second refutation, it has been provided that Kshetrajño.
What Lord is?
I'll explain the first one, Proji. Here Krishna says that Kshetrajño Jnanam. The knowledge is that knowledge of the field and the knower of the field. Try to understand there are two knowers. So Krishna said like this. But Krishna didn't say that what knowledge is. It's the knowledge of the field and the knowledge of the two lords. It said like that. So two refutations has been provided here. Krishna has not said that knowledge of the field and at the same time knowledge of the two lords. He said the knowledge of the field plus knowledge of the two knowers. So the refutation has been provided, second refutation.
It's not like that. So he is saying that kshetragna ishvara yoho gnane kshetragna ishvara yoho gnane vivakshite kshetragneshvara yoho gnanam ityeva anudhyeta. That means what if according to Mayavadi philosophy, what Krishna should say? Kshetragna ishvarayoho. Kshetragneshvarayoho. Ishvarayoho. He could have said like this. Kshetragna means what? Jiva. And Ishvara is Paramatma. Jivatma and Paramatma. He could have said like this. Jivatma and Paramatma. But he didn't say like that. What he said? Kshetragnayoho. What he said? Kshetragnayoho. What it mean? That means he is asking to know. This is the Gnanam he is saying. So that means one should know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna. So that means knowing about the body and the soul. So one should discriminate what is body and what is soul. So he didn't say simply one should know the Jivatma and Paramatma. According to Mayavadi philosophy, what is the required knowledge to get the Nirvishesha Gnanam? Only should know the Tat and Tvam, that's all. That means the Kshetragna and Ishvara only they should know. So then they should remove the differences between the Kshetragna and the Ishvara, remove the differences and make the common, and that is nothing but Brahman. So for the Mayavadi, according to Mayavadi philosophy, what can be the knowledge? Knowing about the two Kshetragnas is sufficient to get the Nirvishesha Brahma Gnanam. There is no need to know about the Brahman, the Maya. Kshetram, there is no need. Because what is their philosophy? Their philosophy is the commonality between the two Kshetragnas is nothing but the Chidmatra Vastu, that is a Nirvishesha Brahman. Okay, so this is sufficient. But Krishna is not saying that. Krishna is saying that to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragnayoho. Kshetragnayoho. Divachan this is. It's not that the Kshetram is one and Kshetragnayoho means, no, it's Rama, Sita Ramayoho. That means it's nothing but Sita and Rama, two are there, that's why Divachan is there. So, okay. Try to follow the class. So kshetragnayoho means one should know. So the kshetram and kshetragna, that means the field and the knower of the field. Why he is saying to know about the Jivatma? What is the need of knowing the Jivatma? So next is given. So why he is saying, what is the intention behind this? Natu kshetra kshetragnayoho gnanam kintu kshetra kshetragnayoho ityasya ayamartaha dividorapi kshetra kshetragnayoho yadgnanam so tan mamaiva gnanam matam. That means, but actually we are knowing about the body and we are knowing about the soul. How it is going to, so is leading to knowing about the ultimately Paramatma. No? One should know about the Paramatma. So where is the picture of the Paramatma here? We are knowing the Kshetram, that means body, and Kshetragna means soul. But next what is said? Even if you are knowing about these two, is nothing but you are knowing about me only. How? How it is? It is anyardastu paramarshaha. Why you have to know about the soul? Because it is leading to know about the Paramatma. For example, there is a person, the sun is there, and there is one person in the dark room from the childhood. From the birth, he is in the dark room. So because of some reason. So there is a window for this room. So from this window, so light rays are coming. So how you will be making him to, this person is there, and you are making him to understand the sun. How? By showing the sun rays, you can so make him to understand about the, so sun, how? You see, these are the sun rays. These are having the light and heat in a very minute portion. But if you multiply this into million times, then that is nothing but the sun. So like that, anyartha Paramarshaha. Here you are knowing about the Jivatma. Why? To know about the Paramatma. So this is the understanding. Why Krishna is saying to know about the Kshetra and Kshetragna. That is the intention actually. He wants to, so asking us to know because of that reason. अन्यार्थस्तु परामर्शः इति न्यायेन तज्ज्ञानैकतात्पर्यकम् इत्यर्थः. That means तज्ज्ञानम, that means knowing about the Paramatma is only the here intention. Here Krishna is the intended. What is the intended meaning of Krishna? So he is asking us to know about ultimately him only. ज्ञेयस्य एकत्वेन निर्दिष्टत्वात् योग्यत्वात् च. So noble is only ultimately one. That is what? Supreme Lord. Krishna only is a noble. So even we are knowing about the, in the Bhagavatam, we are reading the creation, we are reading the different activities of the Maya and various things. Why ultimately? What is that? Atra sargo visargasya stanam poshanam mutayah. So manvantara ishanukataha nirodham mukti rashrayah. So what is the intention of knowing all other topics? To know about the Ashray Tattvam. So what is Ashray Tattvam? That is, so Krishna. So even in the Bhagavatam, we are Sthanam, Poshanam, Votayah, these, that, Karma Vasanas, Karma, many are we are reading, Sarga, Visarga, all we are reading. Why? To ultimately to know about the Ashray Tattvam. Here also, in the Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Krishna is asking to know about Kshetram, that means the field, and also the knower of the field, that Jivatma. Why he is asking? To ultimately know about the Ashray Tattvam, that is Paramatma. So what is Brahma Sutra is also there on that. Anyardastu Paramarshaha. This is the Brahma Sutra. Okay, you should all write all this. So Nacha Nirishwara Sankhyavat. Now another opponent is coming for us. Who is that another opponent? Sankhites. So you understood this, you should continue that. So, but Krishna is saying that to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna. So, but Krishna is telling to know about Kshetram and Kshetragna. Knowing about these two will lead to the knowledge about Lord. According to rule Anyartascha Paramarshaha. Go. Okay. Clear? Now another objection from the Sankhya side. Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya. What they are saying? Nirishwara Sankhyas. So see, what is their mata? They actually, you see, whatever Krishna is said, very much favorable to them actually. According to Sankhyites, what is their philosophy? They have only so Prakriti and Purusha. Prakriti and Purusha. Purusha is Pangu, Prakriti is Andaha. According to them, Purusha is Pangu and Prakriti is Andha, blind. So Prakriti is blind and Purusha is what is that? English kya hai? Lame. So that means he cannot walk, unable to do anything, but he can see, and she cannot see, but she can do. So then what she should do? So what she should do? She will make him to sit on her shoulder. And this Pangu will be guiding. Go this side, go that side, right, left, right, left. Then so Andha will be walking. Okay. That means main doer is who? According to them? Prakriti. But he is just a supporting, that's all. Okay. He just Chetana, because of the Chetana of the Purusha, that means this Chetana of the Purusha is coming in contact with Prakriti and then it is becoming active. And ultimately, who is doer? Doer is Prakriti. And according to them, Purusha and Prakriti, that's all. There is no Ishvara. There is no Ishvara according to them. Huh? Living. Living, एक ही है उन लोगों के पास. Purusha. There is no Ishvara and Jiva. Only one. So, then what Krishna is saying? Kshetra kshetragna yoho. That means kshetragna kshetra. Yes, our philosophy is told by Krishna. There is no need to accept another kshetragna. Ultimately, we should know this only. Actually, he is also kshetragna only. He is also Purusha only. Ultimately, there is no Ishvara Ishvara. So ultimately, what Krishna is said? Krishna is saying to know about the kshetra kshetragna yoho. So that means, yeah, we are accepting Purusha and Prakriti. Kshetragna is Purusha and Prakriti is the Kshetram. So done. And our philosophy is really supported by the Krishna. In this sloka, they will take only this much sloka and show. This much is only the Gnanam. Knowing about these two is only the knowledge. Then what if they say based upon that line, that means Kshetra Kshetragna Yoho, that means one should know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna. So if they say according to them, so there is no need to accept the Ishvara, then objection. That means that is the, if they say like that, then how to refute? How to refute their view? If Sankets say that, so one should know, you write this, if Sankets say that, so it is enough. It is enough to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna, and there is no need to knowing about Ishvara. Are the Sankets say that one should know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna, and there is no Ishvara. That's Nirishvara. They don't have any Nirishvara. They don't have any Ishvara according to them. So then what will happen? Nacha Ishvara Sankyavat Nirishvara Sankyavat Kshetragna Matram Vibhaga Tatra Gnanam Matam Mama Ityanena Ishvarasya Matam Mama Mam Ityanena. Because so he is, what if you see in the sloka, he is saying to know about the Kshetram and Kshetragna, and also is using the word Mam. One should know about the Kshetram, Kshetragna, and also should know me. He used the word one should know me. So this word me is refuting the Nirishvara Sankhya philosophy. Because if Krishna's intention is, or Krishna's philosophy is also Nirishvara Sankhya philosophy, Krishna could have said only one should know Kshetram and Kshetragna. He couldn't have said that you should know me. because the word one should know me is there, so it's clearly saying that. So Ishvara is there. Next. Nacha vivartavadavadu Ishwarasyapi brahmamatra pratita purushatvam tad vachana lakshana saveda gitadi shastranam apramanyat. So, and you cannot say, actually, one more point. What is one more point? This point is clear. Sanket's point. लिख रहे हैं या नहीं? छोड़ दिए क्या लोग? क्या? According to Mayavadi philosophy is what? Ishvara and Jiva. This Ishvara is nothing but reflection on the Maya. Jiva is reflection on the portion of the Maya. That is nothing but what? Antakarana. Portion of the Maya is Antakarana. On that, so Brahman is reflecting. That is nothing but so Jiva. They say like that. That means ultimately Jivatma is also in the control of the Maya, and Parama, the Ishvara is also in control of Maya. Huh? Both are nothing but what? Brahman is reflecting on the portion of the Maya. That is nothing but Antakarana. The reflecting on Antakarana. So then this is known as Jiva. And Brahman reflects on the total Maya is known as Ishvara. Okay. So ultimately that means Ishvara and Jiva both are control. That means Jiva and Ishvara both are in control of Maya. So if that is the true, if you take account to the opinion, if you take the opinion of the Mayavadis, then what will happen? Then what problem will come? So this Ishvara is nothing but who? Krishna. So whatever Krishna is said, that means Gita, so he is also becoming the false. Then you should not accept Gita. Huh? You should not accept Gita. Why you should accept Gita? Okay. Is this clear? So one objection is raised, just to not Sankets, Mayavadis. Previous Sankets. Sankets, what I said, how Sankets philosophy is refuted. Sankets, they accept only Kshetra and Kshetragna. But Krishna is not saying that just to know Kshetra and Kshetrang, he is saying Mam. So Mam means me. So because of this, Sanket philosophy is finished. And now Vivartavadis, they are saying that Ishvara is also under the control of Maya. According to them, what? Ishvara is nothing but the Maya Vachana Chaitanya. So Jiva is nothing but the Antakarana Vachana Chaitanya. That means ultimately both Ishvara and Jiva both are in the influence of Maya. So if that is true, if you accept the Vivartavada philosophy, then Bhagavad Gita also should be rejected. Because it is given by that Ishvara who is under the influence of the Maya. Then why you have to hear Gita? Then you should not use the Gita to establish your philosophy. Understand? Okay. Yeah. Okay, this much. That means both the Vadapatyav. Then, so all the Mayavadis, they will become atheist. They should not accept Bhagavad Gita, means they are like Buddhist. Buddhists, they don't accept any Vedas and any Upanishads. So they should also become then, so they will also take the Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Next sloka, we'll be going to the next sloka. Both ho gaya. Okay, summary. So what we did actually, so in the last section I am saying, not the total whole sloka. So all the words I defined, okay. Then after that, Mayavadi philosophy started refuting. So Mayavadis, what they are saying. So, and also before that I said this kshetragnatvam, that means knowingness, main knowingness goes to whom, that I explained. Okay, that is going with the Paramatma. Then after that, so I took the Bhagavad Gita section, Didam Sariram Kaunteya. So based upon this section, so we are trying to defeat the Mayavadi philosophy. So Mayavadi philosophy, what is that Mayavadi philosophy? According to Mayavadi philosophy, Tattvam Asi. That means the commonality between Tat and Tvam, that is nothing but the Nirvishesha Chit Brahma. So that is only the noble object. This is their opinion. If this opinion is true, then what is the objection here raised here? So if that is, that means Nirvishesh Chidmatra Vastu is only the noble, then why Krishna is so why Krishna is telling that? So Sarva Kshetreshu Mam Atra Kalu Kshetragnan Chapi Mam Vidhi. That means you should know, that means Sarva Kshetreshu Mam. This will become useless, because the statements of Krishna will become useless. If you want to, if the desired noble object is only Nirvishesh Chit Brahma, then why he has to say that one should know about the two different Kshetragnas? He couldn't have said this. So why he is saying that one should know about the me as a knower of? That means that cannot be a knowledge. Knowledge should be what? Nirvishesh Chinmatra Satta only should be the knowledge. But he said knowledge is knowing about Kshetragna is also knowledge, he said. So that means, so to not to make these Krishna's words so meaningless or useless, so you should not accept the philosophy of so Mayavadis. So this is the point first as we established. Then after that, what one more point we said? So Kshetragna. So this, according to Mayavadi philosophy, and also we said that Gneyam Dattat Pravakshami. That means one more. That means the 13 point. What is that? 19 or what is it? 14. So that's Savishesha Brahman. Savishesha Brahman is the, that means Pani Padam. That is also said. He said that is the noble. If you said in the same section, in the same prakarana, if you go further, so in the further slokas, he is saying that noble object is having the hands and legs. So that's why Nirgun Nirvishesh Chinmata Satta cannot be the object of the noble, object for the knowledge, or the noble object. It cannot be a noble object. And also the Gnanam, that means Samanitva Vadambitvam, whatever is explained, that is also is telling about the, so is telling about the object which is having hands and legs and so on. So okay, next, then after that, so only that if you follow the Mayavadi philosophy, then Krishna, there is no need to say to him, so Kshetragna Yor Gnanam. He could have said only Kshetragna Ishvara Yoho Gnanam. This much is sufficient. But he didn't say like this. He said that Kshetragna Yoho. So that means what? So one should know Kshetra and Kshetragna. So how it is useful, Kshetragna? That means knowing the Maya and Jivatma. So it will help us to know about the Lord. So that is what is sutra is Anyarthastu Paramarshaha. So this, and next Nirishwar Sankets. So philosophy is also is rejected here, because Krishna is not saying just to know about the Kshetra and Kshetragna. He is saying also additionally Mam. So that's why their philosophy is also rejected. And next Vivirtavada philosophy is also rejected here, because if you accept Ishvara is also Brahma Pratita Vastu, that means he is also influence of the Maya. So then Bhagavad Gita will become so the unauthentic. And then, so they should not follow Bhagavad Gita. Then Mayavadis also, that means ultimately Sankara followers also will become the followers of Buddha. Buddha Patti will come. Okay, this is the summary. Next, Nayavadetam Tanu Brunnarendra Viduyamayam Vayanodoena Vimukta Sangojita Shat Sapatno Vedatma Tattvam Brahmati Hatavat. My dear King Rahuna, as long as the conditioned soul accepts the material body and is not freed from the contamination of material enjoyment, and as long as he doesn't conquer his 6 enemies and come to the platform of self-realization, by awakening his spiritual knowledge, he has to wander among the different places and different species of life in this material world. So ultimately क्या बोल रहे हैं तो जड़ भरत जी? So जड़भरत जी बोलते हैं, if you don't know एवं अविद्योत्तीर्णानां भगवत अवधान लक्षणं ज्ञानं शाश्वतीकमेव इत्युक्तम् अविद्यापतितानां so he explained about the mind, he explained about the jivatma and paramatma. So okay, so that's why one should vimukta sangha jita shat satpatnah veda atma tattvam brahmatiha tavat. So till the time if you don't know about the jivatma and paramatma properly, you have to so undergo so different kinds of the so bodies. So na veda tavadiha brahmati. That means till what time jivatma will be bewildering in this material world? Till the time he doesn't know jivatma and paramatma. Knowing jivatma is also for the purpose of knowing the paramatma only. So ultimately, until unless one doesn't know, till that time he will be under the doesn't know the paramatma, he will be under the maya. He will be maya and he will be bewildered and is going in this repeated cycle and birth. That is the meaning. Okay, now next. Na yavade tanmana atma lingam samsara tapavapanam janasya yachoka mohamaya raga lobha vairanu mamatam vidhatte. The soul's designation, the mind, is the cause of all tribulations in the material world. As long as this fact is unknown to the conditioned living entity, he has to accept the miserable condition of the material body and wander within this universe in different positions, because the mind is affected by disease, lamentation, illusion, attachment, greed, and enmity. It creates bondage and a false sense of intimacy within this material world. Ultimately, if one doesn't know the different these activities of the maya, and he will be in this samsara maya. So vidunanam cha samyaktaya katam gnatavyam iti chet yavad vishanuraktam manah tavan maya vidunanam atma. That means if we are fully engrossed in this material enjoyment, one cannot know about the maya. So that's why one should, that's why but Jadabharat, what he is saying, if one is fully engrossed in the material maya, so for him, if you directly teach tattva, will it go? No. So what he has to do? Swayam anumitam. That means you should understand by using the example of dream. Objects in the dream. The same, by that you should do the anumana of this material. So this material world also objects are temporary and illusory. Okay, that we read or not in the previously. The same way, so na yavad etan manah atmalingam samsara tapavapanam janasya yachoka moha maya raga loba vairanubandham mamatam vidhatte. So if one doesn't know the activities of the maya, then he will be fully bewildered by so this material, so different conditions. Next, भ्रातृव्यमेनं तदब्रवीर्यम् विपेक्षयाद्येति तमप्रमत्तः गुरोर्हरेश्चरणोपासनास्त्रो जहि व्यलीकं स्वम् आत्ममोषम्. This uncontrolled mind is the greatest enemy of the living entity. If one neglects it or gives it a chance, it will grow more and more power and will become victorious. Although it is not factual, it is very strong. It covers the constitutional position of the soul. O king, please try to conquer this mind by the weapon of service to the lotus feet of the spiritual master and of the supreme personality of Godhead. Do this with great care. So this is the solution. So how to control this mind now? We have seen mind and we have seen the so Jivatma and Paramatma. So ultimately, that means until unless if you don't control this mind, if you don't know about the Paramatma, and till that time you will be in the In the illusion only, you will be repetitive. That means pain and pleasure you will be getting. So then what is the solution? How to control this mind? So this mind has to be engaged in the, what is that? Guroho Harescha. Guru and Hari. Charanopasana. By worshipping the lotus feet of the Guru and Hari. So this is the solution. This is the story of the Maya, mind story. Guroh sakashat praptasya mantra rupasya Haresh charanopasana shravanadina vidhi bhakti reva astram yasya saha. That means this kind of astra. So we'll read the purport. So sloka meaning is clear, na? Just by, so Guru and Hari, so charana, that means lotus feet. By worshipping this Guru and Hari's charanas, lotus feet, so one will be easily controlled. That means you should engage your mind to, so worshipping the Guru and Hari's. Bratravyam yenam. This is what? Mind is like a brother. And also it is Shatru. It is brother also and Shatru also. Mind is our friend. No, it's not friend. It is enemy. Uncontrolled mind is enemy. And it is also your brother. Not brother, brother's son. Bratravyam means what? Bratravyam means? Yeah. Bratravyam Shatru is also there. Bratravyam is also another meaning is your brother's son also. Both. Yeah. Bratravyam is brother's son. Also it is Shatru also. Jahi Shatrum. So that means one way you can take, it is relative also, it is enemy also. When it is enemy, if you don't control. When it is a relative, when you control. So that is the meaning. Bhagavad Gita also saying same thing. So that's why, so it is actually what? Actually your friend only. So, but can you kill it? Completely destroy it? Taking it as an enemy? No, because it is your brother's son. Being your brother's son, how can you kill it? But he is enemy. Then what you should do? What is the solution? Your brother's son, but he is becoming enemy. So then what you should do? Just upeksha. Upeksha means neglect. Neglect it. That means, but not killing. Tadu upekshanameva tadvadaha. Just neglecting itself is killing of him. Like example, Yaswathama, neglected. Job. Itself is killing. So neglecting itself, tadu upekshanameva tadvadaha iti bhavaha. Bratravyamevam tad abraviryam upekshaya. Upeksha. What is that? Upeksha. So he's a brother's son and also it is enemy. So how to kill this? Killing means what? You cannot destroy it. But what you should do? Upeksha. That means just neglect it. Natu tad ishta visha. Not that whatever it is demanding, that you should not supply to it. It is asking, I want this, I want that, I want to go there, I want to see that. Don't supply that. Just whatever it is asking, neglect it. That itself is killing of that. So mind is Shatru. His mind is a son of brother's son. So how to treat with him? Whatever it is asking, don't give it. Just neglect it. It is also story of the mind. These points also will come into that. Okay. Tad ishta vishaya bhoga pradhana lakshanaya. So natu apekshaya anugrahana. So ityartha. Sarvadhaiva tadvadaha tu anabhipretaya. That means completely killing that. All the ways killing that is not good. Tasmat manaha lingamado vadanti gunatvasya paravarasya sruyate anyatra tattvam iti cha purvokte drishtante cha bratruputra putrasya abhadyatvat. Bhatruputra. That is Bhratravyam means Bhatruputra, son of the brother. That's why you should not be completely destroyed. Manah kidrusham. So adikam editam savrittihi samsritya savruddam nanu balavantamimam durbala aham katham. So that means actually it is very weak compared to Jivatma and mind. Who is powerful? Paropi manute nartham. That means Atmanam Trigunatmakam. The Jivatma is superior to the mind, but still Paropi manute. So anartham. Atmanam Trigunatmakam. So Jivatma is Vasudi. What is that? So Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranahite Male. So Vasudev in his Samadhi, he is realizing this Jivatma is superior to the Maya, but still it is understanding himself as lower than the Maya, being influenced by the Maya. So that's why the problem is here only. Problem is actually Jivatma is powerful. So then what he has to do? Guroho sakashat praptasya mantra rupasya hares charanayoho upasana shravanadi. So what did he have? One has to do? He has to engage in the service of the lotus feet of the Guru and the Paramatma. This mind should be engaged in there. Then it will be Dvasta Vidya. Then it will be relieved. Okay, this is much. Next, there is a purport. There is one essay, one easy weapon with which the mind can be conquered. Neglect. Neglect is hyphen. Okay. Mind is always telling us to do this or that. Therefore, we should be very expert in disobeying the mind's order. Gradually, the mind should be trained to obey the order of the soul. So it is not that one should obey the orders of the mind. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that to control the mind, one should beat it with shoes. So how many times? 100 times in the morning time after waking up. After waking, and also once again he should beat it before sleep. How many times? 100 times. With what? With broomstick. In this way, one can control the mind. Neglect, Jadavartha is saying, but our Acharya is saying that beat it. Key. After beating. This is the instruction of all Shastras. If one doesn't do so, one is doomed to follow the dictations of the mind. Another bona fide process is to abide strictly by the orders of the spiritual. One is neglecting, that is who is doing, the Gnani is generally they do. And Bhaktas, how they control their mind? By the engaging that mind in the service of the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed Srila Rupa Goswami, Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bij. When one receives the seed of devotional service by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one's real life begins. If one abides the orders of the spiritual master by the grace of Krishna, he is freed from service to the mind. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the 5th canto 11th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Jadabharata instructs King Rahugana. Next chapter, conversation between Maharaj Rahugana and Jadabharata. Okay, Rahugana Uvacha Namo Namah Karana Vigrahaya Swarupa Tucci Kruta Vigrahaya Namo Vaduta Dvijabandhu Linga Niguna Nityanubhavaya Tubhyam. Translation: King Rahugana said, "Oh, most exalted personality, you are not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Who is saying? Rahugana is saying, "Wow, what a knowledge you explained to me, but I didn't understand anything." He said, like what you are all thinking, whatever he explained, Prabhuji, that Mayavadi philosophy, this Vada, that Vada, Yavartavada, Sankhya, we didn't understand anything. So, Jana, you understood? So, Rahugana is saying that I didn't understand anything. And he's asking once again, please explain once again all these instructions with the practical example. What this you are saying about this the mind, these big examples you are giving, that's not at all very difficult to understand. You give me the very practical example. He's saying that. So now Jadabharata in this chapter is going to give very practical example and he will explain what is the main problem is whether mind is Jivatma, soul is getting the material pain or pleasure. This is the point. Actually, so according to Jadabharata, according to the Rahugana, even soul also getting the pain and pleasure, material pain and pleasure. But the Jadabharata's point is it is not getting, it is separate from the body and mind. So this is the point. They are fighting for this only. So now even after explaining this is the mind and this is the Kshetragna Shuddhopi Vishuddhopi Vichashte Vishuddha Kartu. So he said that so Jivatma is pure, so but still it is not entered into the mind of the Rahugana. So that's why he's saying that, oh my dear Lord, you are a supreme personality of God, because he said in the last sloka, Guru is like a Krishna. So that's why he's saying that you are not different from the supreme personality of Godhead. By the influence of your true self, all kinds of contradictions in the Shastra have been removed. In the dress of a friend of a Brahmana, you are hiding your transcendental blissful position. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. In the first sloka, he is just offering his respectful obeisances. Next, Jvaramaya Tasya Yadagadam Sat Nidaghadagdasya Yata Himambaha Kudehamana Hividashta Drushte Brahman Vachaste Mritam Aushadam Me. O best of the Brahmanas, my body is filled with dirty things and my vision has been beaten by the serpent of pride. Due to my material conceptions, I am diseased. Your nectarian instructions are the proper medicine for one suffering from such a fever, and they are cooling waters for one scorched by the heat. That means he's appreciating the teachings of the Jadabharata. They are very nice. So you told such a beautiful speech is very nice. Next, Tasmad Bhavantam Mama Samshayartham Prakshami Paschadaduna Subodham Adhyatma Yoga Gratitam Tavoktam Akyahi Kautuhala Chetasome. Whatever doubts I have about a particular subject matter, I shall ask you about later. For the time being, these mysterious yoga instructions you have given me for self-realization appear very difficult to understand. That means very difficult to understand. He's saying that Rahugana is saying very difficult to understand. Please repeat them in a simple way so that I can understand them. So my mind is very inquisitive and I want to understand this clearly. सुनने के लिए तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है लेकिन समझ में नहीं आया. So tell me. Next. Yadaha yogeshwara drishamanam kriyafalam satyavahara moolam na hyanjasa tattva vimarshanaya bhavana mushmin brahmate manome. O master of yogic power, you said that fatigue resulting from moving the body here and there is appreciated by direct perception, but actually there is no fatigue. It simply exists as a matter of formality. By such inquiries and answers, no one can come to the conclusion of the absolute truth. Because of your presentation of this statement, my mind is little disturbed. So Rahugana is having such a problem. How it is possible? I am getting pain. So you are saying that, so there is no pain to the soul. This is the main problem is this only actually. Jadabharata is saying that there is no pain to the Jivatma. And Rahugana is saying that my experience is telling. Whatever he said, that means he differentiated. Jadabharata clearly differentiated. Soul is different and this is different. And you should not use this. That's a general example. That's a pot and milk, rice. This example you should not use. Everything he said, but still, अंदर घुसा नहीं actually. Rahugana के दिमाग में घुसा नहीं. It didn't enter into the mind of the Rahugana. So he's saying that how it is possible, how Jivatma will not get any pain and pleasure. It's not possible. It will get. But you explain me this in another even more crude example you take and a simple example and explain to me. Then I will be happy. So then he's saying that Brahmana Uvacha. Brahmana is saying now. हजम जनो नाम चलन पृथिव्याम यह पार्थिव कस्य हेतो तस्यापि चांग्रियोरधि गुल्फ जंगा जानुरुमद्योरशि रोधरांसा हमसेधि दार्वी शिबिका च यस्याम सौवीर राजा इत्यपदेश आस्ते यस्मिन् भवान् रूढ निजाभिमानो राजास्मि सिन्धुष्विति दुर्मदान्धः. Now he is explaining with a very simple example. Okay, this we will see and we will finish the class. Okay. The self-realized Brahmana, Jadabartha said, among the various material combinations and permutations, there are various forms and earthly transformations. For some reason, these move on the surface of the earth and are called palanquin carriers. Those material transformations which don't move are gross material objects like stones. In any case, the material body is made of earth and stone in the form of feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, torso, throat, and head. Upon the shoulders is the wooden palanquin, and within the palanquin is the so-called king of Sauvira. The body of the king is simply another transformation of earth. But within that body, your lordship is situated and falsely thinking that you are the king of the state of Sauvira. So what is the thing? What is the main point? Pain is there for the body, not for the soul. This is the statement given by the Jadabartha. But Rahugana didn't understand this point, this basic point. So now he is saying that, why you are feeling so much difficulty in understanding this? So in this material world, everything is made up of matter. मिट्टी से बना हुआ है सब कुछ, पूरा मिट्टी है. चलने वाला मिट्टी भी है और जिसको चला रहे हैं वो भी मिट्टी है. सब मिट्टी ही मिट्टी है. सब Rasgulla is also mitti, and gulab jamun is also mitti. Everything is mitti. Why you have to mitti खा लो तो रसगुल्ला क्यों खाना है? So like these 4 sibikas are there. That means palanquin carriers, and on this palanquin is there. Okay. अरे ऐसा नहीं जाएगा, ऐसा जाएगा ना. So 4, what he is saying, all these 4 people, sibikas, the carriers of the palanquin, also their body is made up of matter, mitti, and this is nothing but what? And also the stones, they are walking on the road on the stones. The stones also made up of matter. So that means matter is put on the another matter. Will you get any pain? Like you see 50 kgs here, that means some a table is there. On the table 50 kgs weight is kept. Will you get any pain for that? No, no. Of course the table is belonging to you, and that, so whatever the weight is kept, that is also belonging to you. If 50 kgs weight is kept on the table, so because since table is belong to you, will you get any pain for that? No, no. Even 100 kgs, if I keep, still you say no pain for you. Similarly, so that means table is belong to you. Similarly, this body is also belong to you, but you are not body. So on this body, someone is keeping 50 kgs. Will you get any pain or not? Tell me, 100 kgs someone is keeping on this body, because like table, body, both are belong to you only. So on the table, if I keep 100 kgs, you don't get any pain. On the body, if I give the if I put 100 kgs, you are getting the pain. Why you are getting? That is the point of Jadavartha. Jadavar's logic is this. So he's saying that, okay, bro, I'll take 1 minute. So, okay, what do you want to say? On the contextual, and then we'll hear now only. Tell.
We are also like Raugan only, Prabhuji. We are also not able
We
to
are also
understand.
Yes, we are all Ravagada. So, see, this is what he is saying. Hey, there is a feet, and this is the feet. On that feet, there are the knees. On that knees, there are the thighs. On the thighs, there is a belly. On the belly, there is a shoulder, and on the shoulder, there is head. Acha banaya na bomma. Figure is good. So, like this. What is there? So this mud is kept on the another mud. So why you have to get pain? Is it clear now? Ravagana is submiss Jadabartha is saying that. Is it clear now? So these 4 palanquins, each person is nothing but, so mud is kept on the waist, and on that the shoulders, there is another matter is kept. This palanquin is made up of matter. And in that, another matter is sitting, that is you. You are also matter, lump of matter, and you are sitting and thinking that yourself as, I'm the king. But you are not the king, you are Suddha Jivatma. You are the soul. And this is body. This is nothing but lump of matter. Finish. So, and unnecessarily, falsely, you are identifying yourself as a king. So, is it clear? Like that, he is asking. So then, if you don't get any, so pain, if I keep 100 cases on the table, so why you are getting the pain? So why these people are, you are saying that, so soul is getting the pain? No, no pain to the soul. Clear? Okay. We'll discuss the, 1 second, the purport. Yes. After analyzing the material bodies of the palanquin carrier and the palanquin passengers, Jadabartha concludes that the real living force. That means why Jadabartha is taking this example? Because even after telling nicely, so Ravagana was not able to understand the main point. So that's why he gave the Pratyaksha example. That means, which is live example, which is in front of his eyes. That example he gave. So the living entity is the offshoot or offspring of the Lord Vishnu. Okay. So although he was falsely proud of being the king, King Rahugana was not really situated in all. Therefore, was rebuking the palanquin carriers, including the self-realized Brahmana Jadabartha. This is the first accusation Jadabartha made against the king, who was daring to talk to a learned Brahmana from the flimsy ground of ignorance, identifying everything with matter. King Rahugana argued that the living entity is within the body, and that when the body is fatigued, the living entity within must therefore be suffering. It is clearly explained in the following verse that the living entity doesn't suffer due to bodily, so body's fatigue. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an example of a child. Actually, this one more point. One beautiful young girl is there, and to her, if you give the so much jewelry, 1 kg jewelry you give to decorate, she's going to a function. So will she feel any pain for that wearing that gold? No. And she's going to also, she's a young girl, and she's also having a small kid, and she will also carrying him in her just, what is that? Kya bolte isko? Chanka. So chankanit kuni. So maybe, so she's carrying that's her child. So will she get any pain? No. So that means, according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving one more point. So, but if you are given with the 50 kgs of some rice bag, then you will get the pain. But so same that girl, she is not getting the pain for the some things which are liking to carry, then she is not getting pain for that. And which are you are not liking, you are getting the pain for that. So that means ultimately funda is, so how you are, that means it's just because of your mental concoction only, some things are giving pain and some things are giving the pleasure to you. So, but actually you are beyond this concoction, mental concoction. So concoction, that is Jivatma, is different from these two, and it is simply what? So it is not having any pain and any pleasure. So now you see the Prabhupada's purpose. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an example of a child heavily decorated with ornaments, although the child's body is very delicate. So he doesn't feel fatigue, nor do the parents think that his ornaments should be taken away. The living entity has nothing to do with the ornament should be, the living entity has nothing to do with the bodily pain and pleasure. There are simply mental concoctions. An intelligent man will find the original cause of everything. So these are all pain and pleasure, all mental concoctions. So this is the point Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is raising in his material combinations and permutations may be matter of fact in worldly dealings, but actually the living force, the soul, has nothing to do with them. Those who are materially upset take care of the body and manufacture Daridra Narayana, Poor Narayana. However, it is not a fact that the soul or super soul becomes poor simply because the body is poor. These are the statements of ignorant people. The soul and super soul are always apart from bodily pleasure and pain. Bodily pleasure and pain are because of mental concoctions, not because of soul. They are not there for the soul. Okay. Thank you very much. So we'll make the one question. Which question banega? Give an a live example. That means explain the live example given by Jadabharata to clarify Ravagana's opinion of soul gets fatigue. You explain the live example given by Jadabharat. So to clarify Rahugana's misunderstanding. What is that misunderstanding? That soul gets fatigue. Okay. So this is 5 marks question. Because I don't know, in these chapters questions are not there, I think. That's why you should make questions. Question bank parallelly you should make. Huh? I sent already. Yeah, in WhatsApp I sent. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.